Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Harry. Good morning, Kaisa. Good morning. Good morning. Well, you guys, it is a new year. And how did everybody's new year go? Hope everybody's been safe. Hope everybody had a good time. Um, okay, guys. So today it is 68 degrees and it is cloudy and it's supposed to rain again today. Um, I've got shorts and a t-shirt on, and it's January the 2nd. And, I'm not going to lie, I had a great New Year's, except depression hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean, it hit me like a freight train. I wasn't expecting it. And I just want to say thank you to my friends for lifting me up in this time, because for those of you who have lost a child or lost someone in your life, you know how hard it is to start a new year without that person in your life. And I haven't slept very well in the last couple of days. Um, I've maybe had 5 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. Sleeping here, trying to sleep there. You can ask Queen Indy Mom. Me and her have lifted each other up during this time. We've both cried together on the phone. We miss our babies, and it's hard. It is really, really freaking hard to start a new year and to plan a new year, knowing that it's just another year without your baby, without seeing him turn a year older when his birthday comes. Um, to think about the day that he died, to think about these things. It's really, really hard. And so I just thank you for all of your support. We thank you for all of your support. Um, this helps. This helps me coming on here. It gives me something to do, and it gives me a way to help that I feel in my heart. That's who I am. That's what I want to do. And if I didn't have this, then I'd be laying in the bed in a ball crying. Um, and yes, I feel like crying. I feel like crying, but I, I don't want to spend my days like that. And so I fight against it, because I know that my son wouldn't want me to do that. And we try to do what we do to make our kids happy, right? Um, so today we're going to talk about the news first. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Kaisa. Um, let's look at some news this morning before we get into our topic of mental illness and what we're going to be discussing today. I was going through the news, and hold up just a second. Let me share my screen. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm having technical difficulties here. Oh, man. Okay, hold on just a second, guys. I gotta start a whole new thing. Hold on. Okay, guys. Let me bring this up again because I really, really want you guys to see this. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Please stand by for technical difficulties by Melissa. Let's see, where did I see this at? Let's see if we can find it again. Okay, here we go. Terrifying moment. Homeless woman. Hold on, let me open this up because I can't see the whole page. Okay, terrifying moment. Homeless woman shoves girl 3 onto Oregon tracks. Brianna Lace Workman, 32 years old, allegedly shoved the little girl onto the Gateway Transit Center in Portland on Thursday. The little girl was wearing a pink jacket, was waiting in line with her mother as the surveillance footage captured someone in a red hat pushing her face first onto the metal rail. Luckily, she was pulled back onto the platform by onlookers. She said she had a severe headache, and the local district attorney said she had a mark on her forehead. What in the world? What the hell is wrong with people? She literally stands up, reaches over, sits back down. Watch her. She sits back down. Now, why would she do that? Why in the world? I mean, that baby girl could have been severely hurt. This is just crazy to me. So, what else is happening? We know that the Pope passed away. Yeah, exactly, Kaisa. Exactly. What in the other fuck is wrong with people? You are exactly right. And then we've got this boy here. This boy, FBI raid main home of all-American jihadi, Times Square terrorist, 19, arrested with chilling manifesto. He loved NFL and dreamed of being a soldier before converting to Islam. Trevor Bigford from Wells, Maine, was raided on Sunday. His house was raided on Sunday, barely a day after he slashed 3 NYPD cops. He slashed 3 NYPD cops. Yes, Harry. Yes. And I believe, mental health was definitely involved in that. I mean, it has to take somebody to be really sick to do something like that. It really does. You have to be psychologically out of your mind, to harm a child that is 3 years old, push her. I mean, thank God the train wasn't coming. Thank God she didn't get stuck. Thank God Oh, thank God, so many things, right? How terrifying is she going to be from now on to go get on the train? So this guy here was arrested with chilling manifesto, told soldier brother, you join ranks of the enemy. So here we see mental illness at work too, because you have to be mentally ill to, I mean, there's nothing wrong with converting to Islam. I'm not saying that. But when it takes on the form of this, then yeah, there's a problem. I did want to go show you guys Jeremy Renner. Let me see if it's on here. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this guy. Revealed Idaho suspect's father flew to Washington State to accompany killer son on a 2,000-mile cross-country road trip back home to Pennsylvania in his white Elantra. This guy here. Good morning, Ambrosia. We're just going over a little bit of news. Good morning, Miss G. Your roosters didn't wake you up? Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't hear them from all the way over here? So this guy here, y'all, has been arrested. His name is Brian Koberger, 28, drove from Washington to Pennsylvania with his father weeks after he allegedly murdered the 4 University of Idaho students. A witness at a Pennsylvania car repair shop claimed the two were spotted on December 16th after making more than 2,000-mile journey. So I'm really, really glad that they caught this guy. Of course, he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. I really hope that this is the right person, because if it is, then he is accused of murdering 4 beautiful children in their 20s. They had their whole lives ahead of them, and he deserves to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. But I wanted to mention Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner, the Marvel star, is in critical condition after a horror snowplow accident outside his remote home in Lake Tahoe. Here's Jeremy Renner. You guys remember him? Hey, Miss R. Good morning, Miss R. Welcome. So Jeremy Renner was injured. The 51-year-old Marvel star was airlifted to the hospital on Sunday after police were called to his rural mansion in the Sierra Nevada mountains on the border between California and Nevada. Renner, a lover of heavy machinery, owns a number of snowplows he uses to clear his long private drive as well as roads and paths in his area. The Hawkeye actor has complained of heavy snow due to unprecedented winter storms gripping the U.S. His agent has not revealed how he managed to injure himself so badly, describing it as a weather-related accident whilst plowing snow. So I want to just say a prayer for Jeremy Renner. He is one of my favorite actors, and I was surprised to see this morning. So we just lift him up in prayer and pray for healing in the name of Jesus. And we hope that he will pull through, and we send him well wishes. Yeah. Okay, guys. So today, let's get into, let me see. Why is my stuff not coming up? Hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Let me present this again. Share screen. It takes a minute, guys, but when I get it done, it's good, right? Let's see. Narcissist. Okay, here we go, guys. We are going to be talking mental illness today, and we are going to be looking at narcissist. Now, who knows what a narcissist is, and who knows who has narcissist in their surrounding area? I guess I could say, do you know a narcissist person yourself? And listen to this. As we're going through these things this morning, ask yourself, good morning, silly wabbit. Welcome, welcome. Ask yourself, do any of these pertain to you? I had to ask that of myself, right? We always need to self-reflect. Not always when you're reading something do you put it off onto everyone else. You also need to self-reflect. So a narcissistic personality, how can you tell if a person is narcissistic? They've got grandiose sense of self-importance. They live in a fantasy world that supports their delusions of grandeur. They need constant praise and admiration. They have a sense of entitlement. They exploit others without guilt or shame, and they frequently demean, intimidate, bully, and belittle others. So let's look at the 5 main habits of a narcissist. Inflated ego. So they always think they're better than everyone else. They've got an inflated ego. They have a lack of empathy. They don't feel as others do. They have a lack of empathy. They have a need for attention. Now this, everybody's got a need for attention, but this goes beyond. Okay, this goes beyond. They have repressed insecurities, and they have few boundaries. Okay. There's 4 types of narcissism. There's 4 types of narcissists. Overt, covert, communal, antagonist, and malignant. That's 5. They can all affect how you see yourself and interact with others. When it comes to treatment, narcissism can be tricky because many people living with it don't necessarily feel that they need to change. This is the problem with a narcissist, right? We are surrounded, you are right, Ambrosia, we are surrounded by narcissists here on YouTube. And we have to be careful of this. We really do. I was married to a classic narcissistic personality disorder. And there is a difference between narcissism, just having a little bit of narcissism, and then having a narcissistic personality disorder. It is a mental condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. They need and seek too much attention, and they want people to admire them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. But behind this mask of extreme confidence, they are not sure of their self-worth and are easily upset by the slightest criticism. The slightest criticism will set them off. I mean, the slightest criticism. It could be your hair don't look good today or whatever it may be, and they're going to just lose it, right? It causes many problems in many areas of your life, such as relationships, work, school, and financial matters. People with narcissistic personality disorder may be generally unhappy and disappointed when they're not given the special favors or admiration that they believe they deserve. This moves them, right, people? They may find their relationships troubled and unfulfilling, and the other people may not enjoy being around them. So true. So true. I can remember my ex-husband. Oh man. First of all, he didn't like being told no. A narcissist cannot stand to be told no. Okay, they are, they think of themselves highly. Oh, wait, just a second. They think of themselves very highly. They think they're better than everyone else. So how dare you tell them no, right? How dare you say that to them? So let's look at this a little bit deeper. Good morning, Tiffany. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. A narcissist needs your reactions, okay? So they don't have to face the consequences for their actions. This personality is found more in men than females. But, however, there are females. Here are some of the symptoms. Excessive need for admiration. Excessive need for admiration. Disregard for others' feelings. They can't handle any criticism, and they have a sense of entitlement. A lifelong pattern of self-exaggerated feelings of self-importance, arrogant thinking, behavior, and a lack of empathy. This is how you can tell a narcissistic person. Now, all of us are going to have some narcissism about us because we are supposed to think of ourselves highly. But whenever it comes to you think you're so highly and mighty over everyone else and no one, if you go to talk about how another person is and how they're a great person and that person gets upset, why is that person getting upset? Well, because they're a narcissist and they want you to give them the admiration. They don't want you to give it to someone else. God forbid you give it to someone else. They want it all for themselves. Okay? Number 1, 9 signs that someone is a narcissist. Now, like I said this morning, good morning, Dawn. Like I said this morning, did you hear me? I said morning to you, Tiffany. I hope you heard me, honey. So this morning, when I was going over this, y'all, I've been up since 4 o'clock. I haven't been able to sleep. Like I said in the beginning, I've had a really hard couple of days. So has Queen Indie Mom. When you lose a child, the last thing that you want to do is celebrate New Year's. The last thing you want to do is celebrate, period. I know that sounds like a Debbie Downer, but it is the way it is. And until you've walked in our shoes, you can't judge. If anything, you should have empathy. It is the hardest thing in the world to wake up and to know that you've got a whole nother year ahead of you without your child or your mother or your grandchild or your father-in-law, your brother. It's hard. So I haven't slept, and I've been up since early this morning reading over and doing these notes on narcissism, and I'll tell you what, I had to take a look at myself. Okay, honey, I had to take a look at myself. We need to learn how to self-reflect. We need to learn how to be honest with ourselves so we can be honest with others. You can't expect to be honest with others if you can't even be honest with yourself, right? So I found these. This is 9 signs that someone is a narcissist. And so let me read these off and, you know, check yourself, but also listen to it to see who comes up. And this hopefully will help you learn how to deal with those people in your life. Or if you run in, let's say you have a boss that's a narcissist, and maybe they have a narcissistic, personality disorder, like we were talking about. And so, but you have to work under them. And so they do have a different honesty, Miss R. And that's the thing, is that's why it's so hard for people that have narcissist personality disorder to get help, because they don't think they have a problem. Right? They have a different honesty than regular people. They don't tell the truth. They tell half truths. Um, the sad thing is that, they think they're being honest. That's exactly right, Miss R. They think they're being honest. So number one, instead of listening, they're wrapped up in their own opinion. Okay. They're so wrapped up in their own opinion that when you go to talk to them about something or reveal, explain something to them or anything like that, they're so wrapped up in their own opinions that they can't even listen to you talk. Number two, they tend to cheat in relationships. Number three, they constantly need to be admired. You always have to be put up. Someone always has to come to you and tell you, how good you're doing, or, uh, you look so pretty today, or, you did a good job doing this, or you did a good job doing that. They always have to be picked up, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, Ambrosia. Yeah, I, I, I lost my brother many years ago. To be honest with you, I'm trying to remember the date. I want to say 2010. It's hard. I know it seems weird that I can't remember the date or the day. Um, I've had so many traumas of death that I literally, you can ask Queen Indie Mom this, I literally forgot the date that my own son died. And the reason I did is because it coincides with how old he was. My son was 26. He would have been 27 on his birthday, March 7th. He died January 27th, but he was 26. And I was getting those numbers transposed. I was saying he had passed on the 26th. Do you know, I beat myself up so bad over not remembering that date. It took me so long for me to heal over the traumas of losing my mother and my brother that I totally wiped out the dates of their death. I do not remember. I remember my sons, but I do not remember. I literally had to go back this year. This year, you can ask Queen Indie Mom. I had to go and find a calendar just so I could go back and say what date my mother had passed and what year. It sucks. It sucks, guys. When you have one death, it sucks. But when you have 5 or 6 or 7, how do you handle it? This is post-traumatic stress disorder at its finest. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't sleep because I see my son dying. Okay. I had a nervous breakdown when my mother was dying. I literally had a nervous breakdown. I have suffered many traumas, And so I hope everyone can understand, you know, take for instance, I'm the type of personality that cannot handle drama. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to put it out there. If I need to talk about something, I talk about it and I get it over with and I say what needs to be said. Let's talk about it, get it over with. I don't like to spend days upon days talking about the fucking shit. I just want it to come to a conclusion, to have a good outcome, and to move on. Welcome, Kimberly. I welcome you. You just subbed 2 days ago. Haven't watched the video yet. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you came, and I thank you, KFC, for sending you. You are welcome here, and that's just what I'm talking about right now. Hold on just a second. I think maybe we're talking about narcissists this morning, but I think maybe this might be a time for us to talk about PTSD and, let's just go where the Holy Spirit takes us, okay? Let's just go the way the chat takes us. Kimberly, I want you to meet everybody in the chat, and I want to extend Queen Indie Mom, which is one of my best friends, to you. She lost a child coming January 9th, will be 3 years, that her son, who was 18, died in a car accident. January 27th will be my date that my son, my 26-year-old son, passed away from cancer, a relapse of cancer. So I want to welcome you, Kimberly. This is a safe place, and we talk a lot about grief. And we're here to support each other, and that's really what I want this to be. So it's Coffee and Chat with Honeybees. And if you want to cry, you can cry. But if you want to talk about anything you want to talk about, you are more than welcome to share here. This is what we do. So let's talk about, I haven't been sleeping for the last couple of days. I've had a problem with sleeping for a long time. Since I was a child, I've suffered from PTSD due to some different things that I went through in my childhood that I ended up carrying with me into adulthood. And at the age of 49 now, I still have not figured out how to sleep. I sleep sometimes an hour, maybe 2 hours. Sometimes I sleep 4 hours. I tell you, the best sleep I get is during the day. And I don't know why that is. Maybe I feel safer, or, I really don't know why that is. But I can lay down like in the morning times and sleep until 12, and I'll sleep a whole 4 hours. And really, that 4 hours is enough for me to go on for a while. You're 49 too? Okay. Yes, I've had PTSD since I was young too. I've got a long history of different traumas. But when I close my eyes, not all the time do I see this, But when I close my eyes, I'm laying next to my son and I'm with him as he's dying. And I try not to focus on that. I really do. I try not to focus on that because he's not like that anymore and he wouldn't want me to do that. And, I laid in the bed for a long time and Kimberly, I've just recently been up out of the bed for about 6 months. Just recently come onto YouTube and things just evolved and here we are today. My life is coming back to me. I am getting my life back. Um, but it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. And sleep hasn't been easy. There's times when I can text Queen Indie Mom and she's up too. And, people wonder why I don't come into, chats or I'm here and there or wherever. I'm just going to say this. First of all, good morning, Chirp and Burp. Yes, Ambrosia, me too, honey. We are going to get through this together. We are going to get through this together. Chirp and Burp, we have a visitor and hopefully a newcomer is Kimberly. So we welcome you, Kimberly. Um, yeah, this is a safe place. This is a safe place to talk about these things. You're not going to find too many places on YouTube that, or at least for myself, I haven't found, and I've looked. I've looked. That's right, Miss R. Sometimes you do have to start over. Um, I will say that that's kind of how I have felt, that I've had to start over. I had to start over in saying that, I want to live. Number one, I want to live. And I don't mean that in meaning that I wanted to die. Okay. What I mean by living is participating in life. Okay. I didn't want to participate in life. It had nothing to offer me. Life has taken so much from me. Life is not fair. And it's very hard. But I am determined to make the best of this life, even without my loved ones here. I'm sorry. People have asked me, you know, what do you get out of YouTube? And I say, I get a lot because I'm able to go to all these different channels. And you know what? It takes my mind off of losing my child. It takes my mind off of the realization that I have to live this life without these people in my life. So I'm all over YouTube. I'm all over YouTube in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day. I'm on YouTube a lot because it helps me. Good morning, Chiffon. Good morning, sweetheart. I understand that, Kimberly. I totally understand that. So, I'm just sad. I'm just sad today, guys. Good idea, Miss G. Good idea. I need a cigarette. So, let me post my link. Um, if anybody would like to come up, if not, I'll just keep on talking. I just really want to talk just so I can get it out. Um, I was just gonna not say anything. Okay, guys, let me come up on my phone. Let me come up on my phone. I'm sorry for the tears, but sometimes tears are needed. It's healing of the soul, people. Healing of the soul. I don't know why it's making me sign in. It does this to me every time. Oh. Okay, guys, I'm here. Now, let me see if I can see the comments. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, today is a day. I've been crying for 2 days, and so I tried. I tried. I don't want to be, a Debbie Downer, but I have to share what I'm feeling because if I don't, I just keep it balled up inside and it's not good. Good morning, Christy. Good morning. Yes, Miss R. PTSD is really hard to understand. Um, and I've had therapy. I've had lots of therapy, but I tell you, I, you know, there are just some things that you don't heal from. Losing a child is one of them. Um, I miss my son. And to have to celebrate another year when you go to celebrate, it's like, Happy New Year. You tell people Happy New Year, and you mean it.
well then we're from the AML family too, Kimberly. We know AML for sure. Yeah. That's awesome how we all come together, isn't it? It's amazing how we all come together. I'm so glad you found us, Kimberly. Um, you know, when you have a child, the only thing that you ever want to do is love and protect that child. And when you have someone come to you and tell you that there's nothing left that they can do for your child who is 26 years old, who is just married, who's had a new baby and she's only, 15 months old, and there's nothing left to do, and you have to go in there and tell your own son that he's going to die and there's nothing left they can do. They can't do anything to save him. And I had to do that. I wouldn't let nobody else do it because I felt like it was my responsibility to tell him that he wasn't going to live anymore. That goes over and over and over in my head, over and over again. The things that he said to me, he looked up at me and he said, Mama, all I know how to do is fight. All I know how to do is fight. He still had fight left in him. My baby still wanted to fight, but he gave up. He gave up, and I gave up, and I had to let him go. And they said that he would have 2 weeks, and he had 3 days. So even they didn't know how fast it was going to happen. I just encourage all of you that if you've lost somebody, to reach out and talk to somebody. Talk to somebody that you can trust. And if you don't have anybody, come here. Come here because we'll cry with you. We will be here for you. We will pray for you outside of this YouTube channel. No, I've had no dreams. I've had one dream of my son, which in itself really, really hurts. I don't know. You can't control your dreams, but um I've only had one dream of him, and that has really saddened me because you want to dream about your child. Um and he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. He just smiled at me. He just smiled his beautiful smile at me. And you know, the greatest blessing that I have is his daughter. His daughter is now 4 years old, my granddaughter, and she looks just like him. She has my mother's eyes. My mother's passed too. She has my mother's eyes. And she looks just like Paul. And blonde hair, green, she's got my mom's eyes, which were blue silver, just beautiful. And Paul loved his daughter so much, but it was so sad because in the end, He had Hannah put down all the pictures of his daughter so he couldn't see them anymore. I think he was trying to, oh God, he was trying to pull away and he didn't know how, but he just knew he couldn't see pictures of his daughter. He missed her so bad. And I hate that. I hate that. Um, death is hard. Death is a part of life, but it's not supposed to happen to your children. And when my son first got sick when he was 15, and we went through chemo for 3 years, and he came out of it, and he was fine. And we went a whole 10 years, a whole 11 years, and then he got sick again on the same day that he was previously diagnosed. The 11 years before, he got sick again. A lump. He had a big lump in his stomach. And it had been there. It had been there hurting for a while, and he didn't tell nobody. And sometimes I wonder if he just would have not been scared, because I know he was scared. If he just would have not been scared and he would have come to Mama and said, Mama, I'm hurting, then we could have got him in so much faster. But that didn't happen. So you can sit there and say, I wish we could have done this and I wish we could have done that, and there's nothing that could have changed it. I just have to accept it. I have to go on and live in this life without my child here with me. That's what society expects me to do. That's what my family expects for me to do. I'm the woman of the house. I'm supposed to hold everything together. And damn it, I can't even hold myself together. So, getting on the topic of mental health, I've been depressed for the last couple of days. And I know I'll be okay. I know I'll pull through it. I just need to, get through this and, get through January 27th, make it through that day, and, keep looking up, keep looking up, keep looking forward, keep moving forward, keep knowing that this is what my son would want me to do. He would not want me to be sitting here crying. He would not want me. He would want me to tell of the good things. He hated to see me cry. He hated it. He'd always hand me a Kleenex box though, because he knew I was the one. Oh, Kimberly, I'm so sorry. I'm in Louisiana. I'm in Louisiana. Yes. My grandson he's got Asperger's and he was nonverbal till the age of 4. Yeah. You're in New Jersey? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Queen Indie Mom, we have her date to get through, which is January 9th. And we've got January 27th. And then my son's birthday is March 7th. He would have been 30 years old this year. the big 30. And I can just imagine how he would look. So handsome, you know. They're our protectors. That's right, Queen. And, you know, even TC, my oldest son. And I asked him, Miss R, oh, what's Paul's favorite foods? He loved Mexican food. He loved food, period. But he loved it when I cooked this one recipe. It's there was three things he really liked: my stuffed bread, my baked ziti, and my ranch style beans over rice. That's what he loved, Miss R. Hey, Mary and Hope. Good morning. I'm sorry. I'm crying. Um, it's a good cry. It's been a bad cry, but it's a good cry. Um, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, he loved food, man. Let me tell you, he loved Taco Bell. He loved him some Taco Bell. But tacos are always better at home. Welcome, Marianne. I hope you're doing well, honey. Yeah, he loved my ranch style beans over rice, Miss R. I browned the ground beef, put onion and bell pepper, and then I put 4 cans of ranch style beans, and I just let it simmer and make a gravy, and I put it over rice, and he absolutely loves it. My oldest son loves it too. It's one of the cheapest things you can make, but they loved it. And thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. You lost a son too, Marianne? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Would you like to share with us? Me and Queen and Kimberly have lost a son. All three of us have lost children too. So we're here for each other, Marianne. You're safe here. Yes, Chiffon, Pisces are so much alike. Both of my sons are Pisces. TC is March the 4th, and Paul was March the 7th. Yeah, girl, it is. Chiffon, call me. I'll give you the recipe and tell you how to do it, girl. It is so good. If you like ranch style beans. Oh, girlfriend, my mother-in-law absolutely loves. Oh, you know what, Kimberly? That's so interesting. Your son was a Taurus. My first son's name is Taurus, Toris. Isn't that interesting? May 5th, huh? 5-5. That's right. Queen Indie Mom is a Taurus too. That's right. You sure are, Queen. I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. I don't put up with bullshit. But I love everybody, but I don't put up with bullshit. Right? That's what Cancers are. And I've been married to a Sagittarius for almost 30 years. Oh, wow, Chirp and Burp. Yes, March the 3rd. See, that's how wonderful this YouTube can be. See, YouTube can be good. YouTube can be good, and you can have safe places. And if I have to go on, 5 times a week to give somebody a safe place, then by golly, I do it for me and I do it for everyone else. But this is such a therapy for me, guys. That's amazing, Kimberly. See how things just work together. That's so funny. It's lovely how God brings us all together. Do y'all hear my roosters? Yes, KFC. Usually she doesn't come in because she's sleeping, which I totally understand. And you can always go back and watch the replays. You're welcome, Ambrosia. I'm going to show y'all. Look, I'm going to walk down here. Hold on just a second. Let me put on my camera. Let me see. How do I turn it around? Oh, gosh. I don't know how to turn it around. I'll just have to show y'all. Do I have roosters down there? Y'all see those roosters? Y'all see all those roosters? Hey, guys. Hey, guys. What y'all doing? What you doing? You being a good boy? You being a good boy? Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Hey. Look at you. You look so cute. You're so cute. Hey, little one. Hey, little girl. Hey. Get them. Well, we'll walk back up here. Let me see what everybody's saying. Good morning, Elmer. Good morning, Mimi. Yeah, a lot of this drama and hate is affecting a lot of people. So true. And we need a positive space. Positive space where you're not going to be judged, where you're not going to be picked on, talked about. People aren't going to dox you here. Yeah. We'll all have a good time. Well, what's everybody going to do today? What's everybody got on their to-do list for today? We've been on for a little bit over an hour. My plan is to lay down and rest and try to sleep for a couple of hours. And then I've got some clothes that I need to put away. And house to clean. Yes, that's what I was saying. Sweetie's giving you the stink eye because you haven't taken her outside yet. Oh, chirp and burp. Yeah, I think I'll sit on YouTube today so people can be mad at me too, Indie Mom. You know, this is how I feel. You can get glad in the same pants you got mad in if you mad at me. Because I'm not going to sit over here worrying about it. I will tell you that right now. I do not sit and worry about people being mad at me because uh, it's inevitable that you're not going to always make everybody happy, right? Thank you, Miss R. I appreciate you so much, Miss R. I thank you. And I hope you all know how much you mean to me. I really, really care for each and every one of you. I thank you for subbing to me. I thank you for coming in here and listening to me cry. um, I thank you for being here for each other. I thank you for being here for each other. We need this space. And this is what me and Queen Indie Mom, when we talked about, starting a channel, we talked about, where do we want to go? Where do we want to be at? What can we create? We want to have a safe place to go to where we could talk about whatever we want to talk about without people getting upset and hurt. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to upset anybody. I want to help people. But at the same time, it's inevitable that you're going to hurt some people's feelings, and it's inevitable that they're not going to like every single thing. Oh, yes. Hold on just a second, Sue. Wait just a second. Yes. I have it sitting right on my desk. I'm sorry. I totally had it right there, too. About killed that son bitch. I don't know. Um,
Okay, everybody. Look what Sue Latin sent to me. In this beautiful, it's got the little star on it. It's got the holly. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you so much. I have it sitting right here on my desk, right beside me. So I thank you so much. That's beautiful. And I love you, Miss Sue. Yes, made with your own two paws. And I could tell you chalk painted it. I love chalk paint. I love chalk paint. You are a star. That's right, Miss R. Sue is a star. I just love you, Miss Sue, and I love it, and I will treasure it. Okay, I just want you to know that. This has been a crazy morning. I didn't expect for it to go this way, but I like to let things just naturally flow. Um, and Kimberly, I'm so happy that KFC sent you over here. I will tell KFC thank you. And I hope you're able to go back and watch some of the replays and get a sense of who we are. Hey, Dagmar, you made it back. How did your hiking go? Let me get a cup of coffee, y'all. Yes, how did your hike go, Dagmar? Yes, Sharp and Burp, I noticed that. Thank you so much. I'm going to use it too as a vase. I've got some other stuff that I could put in it too. It's so pretty. Welcome, Dagmar. So, we started out by talking about narcissists, and I figure what we can do tomorrow is continue on that um, message since I really didn't finish it today. I really wanted to go with the flow today and how everything, um, went. Um, sometimes you have a plan, and sometimes it's okay to go off that plan, right? And it's things that need to be discussed and things that need to be talked about that, may not be necessarily fun to talk about, but it helps others. And, I've always been an open person with my emotions. It's really hard for me to hide my emotions. It's very hard for me. Um, so trying to come in here this morning and hide my emotions and not saying anything, I I should have known that it wasn't going to work. I should have known it wasn't going to work. Um, but that's okay. So tomorrow we will come back at 7 a.m. sharp and we will start talking about narcissists, um, what to look out for in narcissists. This is a very interesting subject as I was studying it. Um, Several people came up in my mind, and I'm sure that that'll happen for you. And I just want to learn about a narcissist and try to figure out why they do what they do and how can we react to them. How do we treat narcissists? How do we not get in the clutches? Because I was in a marriage to where he was a narcissistic personality disorder, and it was terrible. Very, very abusive relationship. Um, Bye, Kimberly. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. So yeah, let's come back tomorrow and talk about this and learn more about it. And then everybody, before you leave, go to my community post and take the personality test. We are fixing to start something new. I want everyone to go take your personality test and then put it in the comment what you are. I will write it down, and we're going to go over what your personality type is like. Okay, that way we can figure out more about each other. We can figure out more about me, about you, and see what our personalities are. I think that would be fun to get to know each other. Good morning, Gina. Good morning. Do you have a quote for us today? Yes, Elmer. I got yours. Let me see. I wrote it down. Um, yeah, you're a ENTJ. Right. Yeah, ENTJ. Um, let's see. I've got me, I've got Queen, Kaisa, Sue, Dawn, Miss R, KFC, Elmer, Dagmar. So whoever else has not went over Honeybees, you're a strong woman, hugs everyone. Yes, Marianne, we never know what anyone else is going through. You're right, honey. And I just want you to know we are here. This is a safe place for you. I've seen you around many places, and I just want you to know that you're welcome here. Um, Gina usually Gina usually has a quote for us, but she says not today. She hasn't had her coffee. Oh, you took it, Dagmar? Yes, yes, I've got you. I've got you down. Um, love yourself. That's good. That's exactly what we needed today, Gina, is love yourself. Keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Oh, that's good, Mimi. That is real good. I love that. Yes, I have Quick Vic too. He's the giver. I don't know. Let's see. Let me write Quick down. I don't know what his initials are, but he's the giver. Kimberly, it's on. If you go to my YouTube page and look under my community tab, it should be the first post on my community tab that you come up on, and it's a link. Hit that link, and it'll take you to a personality test, and you should be able to take it. Just take the free test. Once you hit the get started, it'll say something about sending it to your email, but say get started and go back up to the top, and it should say what your initials are. Okay, guys. Well, everybody, enjoy your day. Yes, Kimberly. And when you get through, if you will, just leave a comment and I'll go check it. And I'll write down what your personality is. And starting Wednesday, we will start looking at different personalities and see what we've got. I think it'll be so much fun. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day to everybody that's come in. Dawn, Miss G, Elmer, Queen, Gina, Kimberly, Christy, everyone, Chiffon, everyone that has come in. Marianne Hope, thank you, Ambrosia. Let's see, who else? Miss R, Chirp and Burp. Yes. I know Harry was in here earlier. Okay, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day. Everyone, smile and be happy. Cry through it if you need to. Just cry through it if you need to. Okay? Kaisa, love you, girl. Have a good day. Peace and blessings to all of you, too, Marianne. Y'all have a wonderful day, everybody. See you tomorrow. Honeybees out.